NFL playoffs continue. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Washington football team this time. Kickoff scheduled for Saturday the 9th at 8:15 p.m. Eastern time. It's a home game for the football team. 32 degrees and clear, the current forecast. And as of right now, Tampa Bay going on the road and opening up as 8.5-point favorites here in this ball game. Some big names, though, we got to worry about for some injuries, right, for Tampa Bay. What about Mike Evans? He's a true game-time decision. We saw him hyperextend his knee last week, and we really don't know what to expect this week from him. He has been spotted at practice, which is a good thing. However, do they really need Mike Evans to win this matchup? I don't think they really do. Why push it? Try to be a little bit more cautious with him, but it's somebody we need to pay attention to going into the weekend. What about the Washington football team? A whole lot of question marks here. At quarterback, Alex Smith. At running back, Antonio Gibson. Wide receiver, Terry McLaurin. Are you getting a little bit of a theme here? Yeah, they're banged up on the offensive side of the football, which spells a lot of trouble right now. If I had to guess, these guys should play here this weekend. I mean, it's a playoff game, right? One and done. They can't really afford it. I can see them pushing themselves to get out there and try to make something happen. May not be enough, though, going into a high-powered matchup against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who've been on an absolute roll as of late. Now, maybe you're looking to play a little DFS this week, and we've been doing this in each one of our game matchups here this week. So we got a few guys that we're targeting from each of these teams. Now, obviously, unless you're doing a showdown slate where it's just these two teams, you're going to want to kind of diversify a little bit between some of the other matchups. But as far as these two teams goes, these are the guys that we're absolutely focusing on here in this game. You got Tom Brady, obviously, right? Tom Brady is like vintage Tom Brady right now, and he's got weapons all over the place, even if he doesn't have Mike Evans. You can see we don't have Mike Evans listed because we have Antonio Brown listed. I expect this offense to try to continue this momentum, and I would not be surprised that even though the front four of Washington is one of the best in the NFL, Tom Brady's on a roll and going to put up some points. For the football team, J.D. McKissic, right? Maybe about the safest option as of right now because we know he's at least going to see targets in the passing game. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw over 10 targets this week, especially with Terry McLaurin banged up. If for some reason McLaurin can't go, Sims, another option here. Logan Thomas has, emerged as one of the better tight end options here second half of the season. Beginning of the season, a little bit of a headache. Super great value here this week, though, for the tight end position as far as DFS picks go. But what about the actual ball game, right? What are some of the keys to victory here? What does Tampa Bay need to do to win this ball game? Really? All they have to do is protect Tom Brady, and that's about it. I mean, we know Chase Young is coming for Tom Brady, but if they can give him time in the pocket, he will absolutely pick this defense apart and put up a huge game here once again. If they can protect Brady, Tampa Bay wins this ball game. For the Washington football team, not only do they need turnovers, they need points off of turnovers because this offense is hurt. We've talked about it here for the last few minutes. The firepower just isn't there to keep pace with Tampa Bay. Points are going to have to come from somewhere. If they can get a few turnovers, if they can turn them into points, even better. That's what they need here to have a chance in this ball game this week. As for the prediction, me and Kyle don't agree here. Kyle's being bold. He's going with the football team in Washington here this week. He thinks that pass rush of Chase Young creates a lot of problems for Tom Brady and forces some of those turnovers we talked about a little bit earlier. He's calling for the upset. He's got the football team winning. Me? No. I'm going with Brady. I'm going with Tampa Bay, and I'm going with all these offensive weapons. I just don't think Washington can keep pace. I don't think that they can continue to score all four quarters to make this game as close as maybe a lot of people would like it to be. I love the football team. I would love to see them, advance in the playoffs. There's been a great story there, especially with Ron Rivera, but I don't see it happening here this week. I got Tampa Bay coming out on top. But what's your prediction? Who you taking this week? You taking Tampa Bay? You taking the football team? Let us know down below in the comment section. Would love to see what you guys think about this matchup coming up here this week. We greatly appreciate the support. Do us a favor, hit that like button. Looking forward to some NFL playoffs, and we'll talk to you later.